Sean Diddy Combs wants one of the counts in his federal superseding indictment thrown out. Combs argues he's basically being singled out by federal prosecutors because of his race and his success in business.
The first time you met Justin Bieber, this kid comes up to you. He's not Justin Bieber yet. He's just some kid. And he says, I want to sing for you.
It was at the studio of Jermaine Dupri's. I said, why don't you set up a meeting between me and your manager? I'd love to meet with you.
Diddy out here sweating bullets after some wild reports say Usher might hit the stand against him in that big-time trial this May. With the court date creeping up fast, his legal squad is in full damage control, scrambling to get all that evidence from the mansion raids tossed out, trying to pull one last move to keep him covered.
Sean Diddy Combs looking to suppress evidence in his federal trial. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky is back with the story. Good morning again, Aaron.
And to you, Michael. You'll remember federal agents from Homeland Security investigations were hardly shy when they raided Sean Combs' opulent homes in Los Angeles and Miami, guns drawn. The jailed music mogul now argues those searches and other searches of his iCloud accounts, electronic devices, and New York City hotel room following his arrest were unconstitutional. His lawyers argue evidence obtained through those searches must be suppressed.
Usher and Diddy go way back, over 30 years deep. Word on the street is, Diddy had his hands in Usher's come up from a young age. Ever since he moved in with him as a kid, Usher's mama put her trust in Diddy, sending him to Puffy's flavor camp, thinking he'd mold him into a superstar. But even Usher himself admitted that Diddy showed him a world way beyond his years, introducing him to grown folk situations, high roller parties, and wild nightclub scenes. Folks have been whispering for years that Diddy had him around things a youngin', had no business being exposed.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
After being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? We would fight.
Diddy didn't just mentor Usher. He allegedly shaped him into his own twisted image. On top of that herpes lawsuit Usher lost, Orlando Brown even came out claiming he had a thing with Usher. Back in February 2018, Usher got slapped with a lawsuit for allegedly infecting 2 women and a man with herpes. When it was all said and done, he ended up dropping a cool $1.1 million just to make the whole thing disappear.
Some documents have leaked about Usher. They were obtained by Radar Online, and apparently back in 2009 or 2010, he had contracted herpes and passed it on to a celebrity stylist having unprotected sex with her. He had to pay $1.1 million to that woman for severe emotional distress, and he also covered her medical bills. That case was settled back in 2012. Now, allegedly, there was a greenish discharge from his penis.
Whoa, that's a booger. Is that a booger? You get penis boogers? I didn't know that.
He said he went to the doctor. He was cleared of any STDs, so the woman went on and continued.
So the real question is, did Diddy give Usher herpes, or did he just groom him into that wild lifestyle? A resurfaced video of Usher at one of Diddy's infamous parties just hit the internet, and it's messy. Usher's surrounded by drugs, women, and straight up chaos, looking like he don't even want to be there. And to make it worse, Diddy's on camera telling everybody he plans to get with Usher, while Usher himself looks mad and uncomfortable. What's really going down in Hollywood?
And we want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, just back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? but it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars.
After linking up with Diddy, Usher's career skyrocketed, but at some point, he must have realized that keeping them favors rolling meant he had to pay Diddy back in his own way. That's when Usher made a move, helping Diddy get close to Justin Bieber, since Diddy had his eyes on the young star too. Soon as Usher won the battle against Justin Timberlake to sign Bieber, he wasted no time handing Diddy full access to him. Now, that raises the question, what was really going on behind the scene?
I didn't mean to stop you like that, but this is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Def Jam recording artist, Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's going to be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
That's right.
That's right. So look out. We're coming.
Flown out to Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up? Usher in his Range Rover. Yeah, rolls up, and I was like, is that who I think it is? And Scooter was like, yeah.
According to Justin's own court testimony, linking up with Usher wasn't the blessing it seemed to be. It actually messed up his life.
Do you know Raymond Usher IV?
No.
Do you know an individual, an entertainer by the name of Usher?
Yeah, Usher. That sounds familiar.
Usher, was he helpful to your professional career?
Yes.
Is Usher a close friend of yours?
Yes.
Is Usher a confidant?
Just listen to how Usher talks about Justin. It's wild. When Justin's intimate photos got leaked while he was still young, Usher didn't hold back. He actually spoke on the boy's private parts like it was normal.
The first time you met Justin Bieber, this kid comes up to you. He's not Justin Bieber yet. He's just some kid. And he says, I want to sing for you.
It was at the studio of Jermaine Dupri's. I said, why don't you set up a meeting between me and your manager? I'd love to meet with you and do this in a formal setting. I'm late for an appointment with Jermaine Dupri.
Right.
And I don't want to keep him waiting. Let's just do this the right way.
And then you have him come to audition for you, right?
Actually, there were a few people. My wife at the time.
Right.
It also was Perry Reed, L.A. Reid's first wife.
You were all sitting in a room somewhere.
We were in a room.
Yeah.
And I showed her the video. And Perry says, are you crazy? You better get down there and meet this kid right now. He's amazing.
When all these dick pics come out and all this stuff with Bieber's big penis, are you the mastermind behind that? Say, listen, show off your big penis and people will come to those concerts. Or are you sitting there?
Is that the kind of manager he's doing?
Usher, are you sitting down with him and saying, yeah, show your cock or leave it in your pants? I mean, do you sit him down and say, look, part of this is PR, man?
By the way, he does have a brain of his own.
Yeah, but were you shocked at the size of his penis?
Hey, listen, he has a mind of his own. What he chose to do with his penis is his prerogative. He's managing that aspect of his life.
But Usher is somebody...
I have nothing to do with Justin Bieber's private parts.
Usher let some foul stuff go down with Justin, and that's exactly why they ain't cool no more. Imagine our boy Justin, just a kid, getting done dirty on live TV, right in the middle of Hollywood's twisted playground. A straight up toxic scene. Usher, he had the power to step in, to shield him. But nah, he was too busy chasing the spotlight. Now, Justin still carries that weight, that shame from what went down.
Anyways, I want to also just show you this montage. This is a montage that was shared by Evie Magazine. They do great work on their TikTok of Justin Bieber, again, just 15 years old, in Hollywood, surrounded by a bunch of adults. And you let me know if any of this registers to you as normal. Take a listen.
I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes. Look at what a beautiful face. All right.
Let's be real. Usher only shut this down because he was worried about Justin's career, not because he truly cared. That was never the real reason. Usher and Diddy, man, they have always been about themselves first. For them, grooming young talent ain't personal. It's just business. But the real question is, why did Usher hand over legal guardianship of Justin to Diddy? And why has Justin kept his lips sealed about what really went down in those mysterious 48 hours?
He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours.
Justin has been distancing himself from both Diddy and Usher, making it loud and clear he's done with them. Just recently, he even hit that unfollow button on Usher, no hesitation. But the real mic drop moment? Back in 2023, when he straight up refused to hit the Super Bowl stage with Usher. Now, that halftime show? That's legendary. Every artist dreams of that spotlight. So for Justin to walk away from that kind of moment, just to keep his name off anything tied to Usher, man, that says everything.
You know what? They did work out with Justin. You know, I honored and recognized that my brother, you know, he you know, I think that it might have been the fact that he was just, you know, wanting to tell a different story right now, and I understand that. But we did have a brief conversation, and you know, we're gonna do something else in the future, but there's no love lost.
The Bieber, Justin Bieber, is continuing the purge. He has now moved to unfollow Usher, okay, his original mentor. So this is a very big story, and the reason why we should discuss this and we should not diminish what is happening, it's not celebrity drama. This is actually the fall of Babylon.
Insiders with real connections to Diddy are now speaking out, saying both Usher and Justin were caught up in his twisted grooming game. And let's keep it a buck. Folks in the industry knew what was going down, but instead of stepping in, they made sure Diddy's skeleton stayed locked up. Word is, things got so dark that Diddy even had Usher laid up in a hospital at one point. And if that ain't chilling enough, Gene Deal himself put it out there. Diddy's people knew about a situation where a kid was rushed to the hospital with injuries too horrific to even put into words.
Mention minors, you know, and a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of like suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and you know, they're making a lot of allegations.
Same way they made allegations about Usher when Usher was younger.
I mean, do you think that there's any credibility to these allegations?
When there's smoke, there's fire. Why would Diddy be tapping his kid in his chest to see if he wired?
But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom.
After taking a hard look at the evidence stacked against Diddy, his legal team is starting to back out. One of New York's heavy-hitting lawyers, Anthony Rico, just filed a motion to step down as Diddy's attorney. In his statement, Anthony made it clear he just can't ride with Diddy no more because their differences are straight up irreconcilable.
He's doing fine. It's a difficult circumstance. He's making the best of the situation.
A situation one of Diddy's attorneys won't be part of moving forward. So stopped short of revealing why he's stepping down from Diddy's legal team. Just months ahead of the music mogul's scheduled trial date in May for sex trafficking and racketeering charges, all of which Diddy's denied.
Dr. King called it the law of unintended consequences. So sometimes the more you push a person down, the stronger they get.
I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. He has been ready to defend this case since he first found out about this case. Nothing has changed from his perspective.
You're going to hear about my party. They're going to be shutting them down. They're going to probably be arresting me.
Diddy's go-to law firm, the same one that's had his back for over 20 years, just dropped him like a bad habit. Now that's saying something. The real question is, what do the feds got on him that's so heavy even the best lawyers in the game don't want to be involved? Could it be tied to the evidence he's been fighting tooth and nail to keep buried?
So the high-powered law firm of Grubman, Shire, Vasalis, and Sachs has dropped Combs as a client. Now, This is the firm of Alan Grubman, who is a very prominent entertainment lawyer that represents some very big names.
Diddy's legal team is out here trying to get some of these allegations thrown out. Their angle? They claim the only reason Diddy's being targeted is because he's a successful black man. According to them, this whole case is just racial persecution. But let's keep it real. When the victims come from all different backgrounds, that argument ain't likely to fly.
Sean Diddy Combs wants one of the counts in his federal superseding indictment thrown out. Combs argues he's basically being singled out by federal prosecutors because of his race and his success in business.
Hollywood's always been a place where secrets move in the dark, but now the truth is finally stepping into the light. The real question is, will Diddy finally have to answer for these wild allegations, or is he gonna finesse his way out of trouble like before? I want to hear from y'all. Drop a comment below. Do you think Usher's testimony could be the nail in the coffin for Diddy? And what's up with Justin staying quiet? Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update on this case. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.